Hi bankers, welcome to another episode on international banking meant for the BFM paper of CAIIB Aspirants. We have been discussing about the forward rate and the other aspects. There are two situations. The forward rate can be costly, we say that the rate is at a premium, or the forward rate, it can be cheaper compared to the spot rate. In that case, the forward rate is at a discount. Let us move on to a case study so that to understand the concept of the calculation of forward rate. Look at this case study. There is a forward contract of USD 1 million booked on 4th April for the payment of an export bill. So this particular transaction pertains to an export transaction. And in the previous session I was telling to decide whether it is a buying or a selling for a bank, you have to, whenever there is a term export means the goods is going out of the country and we are getting foreign exchange. So the exporter is giving foreign exchange to the bank and bank is getting foreign exchange, and therefore bank will be applying the buying rate. So here it's an export bill. So no doubt the rate to be applied is the buying rate. And it's given when the contract was booked, the rate of the spot rate of dollar was 79.6030, 79.6030, and that is the buying rate, and 79.7010, it's a selling rate. It's also given the forward points are for July 2 4 paise, August 4 5 paise, September 8 10, October and November it is given. So when the forward points or the forward points is given like this, the first point, look at July 2-4. That means 2 paise is for the buying transaction and 4 paise is for the selling transaction. Therefore, next August 4-5 means the first 4 paise is for a buying transaction forward points and 5 is for selling transaction, and accordingly. Now, the question is, you have to quote the rate to the customer if the bill is due on 15th September. So in this case, 15th September means this is a fixed date. That means whenever the delivery date or the due date of a forward contract is a fixed date, you have to pass on, or you have to give, or you have to allow the premium or discount up to that date. There is no confusion. So here it's a fixed date. That means 15th September. That means the customer is eligible for the premium or discount up to 15th of September. Now look at the forward points. Here it is 2-4. In the previous session I was telling, if by looking at the forward points, we can decide whether the currency is at a premium or discount. If the forward points are in ascending order, currency is at a premium. And if the forward points are in descending order, currency is at a discount. Here it is in the ascending order because 4 is greater than 2, it's increasing. Therefore, you can say that dollar is at premium. Fine. Now, another point to remember is, looking at the forward points, this July 2-4 means this forward points is up to July. Up to July, this is the forward points. And forward points August 4-5 means this is the forward points up to August. Up to August means that includes the forward points of July also. Similarly, the forward points September 8-10 means this is up to September. So this forward points includes that of July and August. So that point you keep in mind. Now here we want the premium. It is ascending order, currency is at a premium. So you have to give the premium up to 15th September. So since this is an export bill, you have to take the buying rate. So the spot is the spot buying rate, and spot buying rate is 79.6030. Now we want up to September. So coming back to the question, up to July it is 2-4, up to August it is 4-5, up to September it is 8-10. So if we take the September buying premium, the September means it is for the full month of September. But the customer is eligible only up to 15th September. So what we do? We give up to August. What is up to August? Up to August, it is 4 paise because the buying the first one. Then we want proportionately for 15 days. That means 1 September to 15th September. For that, you have to compute or you have to calculate the premium for the month of September. Look, this is 8 paise is up to 8 paise is up to September and 4 paise is up to August. So 8 paise is up to September and 4 paise is the forward points up to August. So from this, can you find out what is the forward points for the month of September alone? Up to September it is 8 paise, up to August it is 4 paise. So for the month of September, it is 8 minus 4, that means 4 paise. Am I clear? This, it is given that forward points for September 8 means it is cumulative up to September, and the forward points for August 4 means it is cumulative up to August. So from this you calculate what is the forward points applicable for the month of September. So subtracting 4 from 8, you will get 4 paise. So this 4 paise is for full September. Customer is eligible for 15 days in September, means half of the month. So what is half of the month? It is full month 4 paise. So it is 2 paise. Half of month 2 paise. So you added 6 paise. Therefore, the customer is eligible for a premium of 6 paise. Now you add it here, 0.06. Since this is in ascending order, you add. This becomes, the answer is 79.6630. This is the forward rate if the bill is due on 15th of September. Coming to the next one, bill is due on 30th of September. So 30th of September, there is no confusion. You can just take the forward points up to September because 30th September is the end of September. And up to September, it is 8 paise. So you take the spot rate. Spot buying rate is 79.6030. And here 8 paise. 8 paise, you write 0.08. Currency premium, add it. You will get 3086 79.6830. So you got first 2 answers. Now coming to the third question, that is bill due in October. So bill due in October, it is not similar to the first 2, A and B, because bill due in October means the customer can come and request for putting through the transaction on any day in the month of October. In the first case, the customer can come only on 15th of September. In the second case, the customer can come and execute for the transaction, request for execution of the transaction on 30th September. In the third situation, if the bill is due in October, October means the customer can come on 110 or on 3110 or any day between 1st of October to 31st of October. So this is the situation where you have to handle it in a different way. Therefore, in the previous session I was explaining, if the delivery date or the due date of a forward contract is a fixed date, there is no confusion. You have to allow the premium or discount up to that date. But if the due date or delivery is expressed, say in the month of second month or in the month of October, month of September, like that, then you have to follow a guideline. The guideline is this. You have to look at 2 things. Number 1, what's the transaction? Number 2, how the currency. The transaction can be buying or selling, and the currency can be a premium or discount. You decide it, these 2. So here it's export bill, that means the transaction is buying. And the currency is at a premium because the forward points are in ascending order. So because of these 2 points, when the currency is at a premium and the transaction is buying, you have to allow the premium up to the previous month, because we follow the buy low sell high principle, because we are following the direct quotation. Foreign exchange, there are 2 different types of quoting the rate. One is direct quote, another indirect quote. In direct quote, the principle is buy low sell high. In indirect quote, it is buy high sell low. So in India and most of the major countries, they are following the direct quotation, and there the principle is buy low sell high. So here you have to apply the lowest rate. That is why if the bill is payable in October, we don't give the October premium, because when you move further, the rate is increasing. Premium means from September, if you move to October, the rate will be more than that of September. So we apply this principle. Therefore, if the bill is due in the month of October, we give the premium up to September only. Make it very clear, up to September only. So up to September, what is? Up to September, it is 8. Already we have fixed. So this is September. This is the rate answer for C. Bill due in October. So bill due in October means any day in the month of October. So we apply the rule, and the rule is you have to look at 2 things: nature of transaction and the behavior of the currency. The nature of the transaction, if it is buying and the currency is at a premium, you have to allow the premium up to the previous month. If the transaction is selling and the currency is at a premium, you have to allow the premium up to the same month, because buy low, sell high. In the case of selling, you have to take the higher rate. So if the bill is due in October, you have to give the rate of October, not September. Look at 4th question, bill due in October. Bill due in October is same as bill due in October full month is same as bill due in October. So October and October full month, or September full month, one and the same thing. Therefore, for the answer for the D also the same thing. Now coming to the last question, the 5th question, E. Bill due is on 8th October. This is similar to this situation. So it's a fixed date. That means you have to allow the premium up to 8th August. So in this case, what we do? We take the premium up to September and proportionately for 8 days in October. And what is the premium up to September? Up to September, it is 8 paise. So up to September, it is 8 paise. Now we have to calculate for the month of October. What's the premium for the month of October? For that, look at October. October, it is 12. Up to October, it is 12 paise. And up to September, it is 8 paise. So what is for the month of October? The difference between these two. So 4 paise. So for the month of October, the forward point is 4 paise. This is for the full month. We want for 8 days, or it is, you can say, 1/4 of October. So 4 paise for the full month. So 1/4 of 4 paise is 1 paise. Am I correct? So that 1 paise you add to this. So you will get 9 paise. Therefore, the premium up to 8th October is 9 paise. So the rate will be, take the spot rate. Spot rate is 79.6030, and this plus the forward points 9, 0.09. You will get 79.6930. This is the rate for the bill due on 8th October. I have done this for you. Look at same thing I have explained. Answer for A, bill due in 15th of September. So what you have to do? Take the premium up to August, that is 4 paise. Then for the month of full month, it is 4 paise. So half the month, 2 paise. You add 6 paise. Therefore, the rate will be 79.6630. Next, bill due on 30th September. Again, it's a fixed date. You have to allow the premium up to September. So you add it, you are getting 79.6830. Next is C, same as answer B, because here it is, the question is the bill due in October, in the month of October. So bill due in the month of October means it is expressed in a month. Month means it can be any day between 1st October to 31st October. So in that case, we apply that rule, which I have already explained. So in this case, since the currency is at a premium and transaction is buying, we give the premium up to the previous month. So bill due in October means we give the premium up to September only. So the same answer as B. D also the same answer, because the term October, month of October and October full convey the same thing. So it's the same answer. And the last one, we have taken the September premium, and proportionately for 8 days in October you added it and you got it as 79.6930. Now we'll move on to another concept, the foreign exchange rate. Some of the countries in the world, they are following a fixed rate mechanism, whereas some other countries, most of the countries, they are following the floating rate mechanism. What's the difference between these two? Let us examine. See, if the rate of a currency is set by the central bank of that country, and it is not depending upon the market forces, we call it's a fixed rate regime. So some countries, especially the Gulf countries, say Saudi Arabia or UAE, they are following the fixed rate mechanism. Because the rate, look at, it is pegged to USD, because their major business partner in Gulf countries, most of the countries, it is US. So the currency is pegged to US dollar. So look at USD AED, it is 3.67 fixed. Today also the same rate, tomorrow also the same rate. For a period of next 2-3 months also it will be same. So periodically the central bank review the situation depending upon the rate of dollar, and they may make some adjustment. So this is called the fixed rate mechanism. So in fixed rate mechanism, the central bank of that nation, they fix the rate, and it is not depending upon the market forces, means the demand and supply. And major economies, they are following the floating rate, including India. Here, the value of the currency is depending upon by the market forces, that is demand and supply. And earlier we were using the fixed rate mechanism, but in August 1993, we have switched over to the floating rate mechanism. Therefore, that is why the rate of dollar in terms of Indian rupee is fluctuating. Today, the rate may be 85 rupees 10 paise. Tomorrow, if you look at, there may be 5 paise more or 3 paise less. So it depends upon the market forces, the demand and supply, and so many other factors are also there. Therefore, the date is also important. Once they have asked when we have switched over, India switched over to the floating rate mechanism in August 1993. And most of the major economies, they are following the floating rate mechanism. Now we'll move on to another term, that is arbitrage. Very often in foreign exchange, we use this term. What is arbitrage? Arbitrage means buying and selling either a commodity or a foreign currency simultaneously at two different locations and deriving a profit. So those people who are doing this transaction, they buy at from one market, they sell it in another market simultaneously. They don't wait. So this is called an arbitrage transaction. Such people are called arbitrators. So what an arbitrator will do? He will look at two different markets. Let us assume in US, a person buy US dollar, say when the rate was 85. Suppose this was the rate in New York, 85 Indian rupee. So in New York, a person, an arbitrator, buy a dollar at 85 rupees. And he will look at Mumbai. What is the rate of dollar in Mumbai? Let us assume it is 85 rupees 40 paise. So there is a difference of 40 paise in these two markets. In New York, it is 85 rupees. In Mumbai, it is 85 rupees 40 paise. So what this arbitrator will do? This arbitrator will buy 1 million or 1 lakh dollar from New York. So at the same time, he will make another contract, a sale contract with a party in Mumbai at 85.40. So what's the benefit for the arbitrator? He gets a profit of 40 paise per dollar. So if it is 1 lakh into 40 paise. So that's his profit. So this is the way the arbitrator makes the profit. So this can be not only in foreign currency, it can be in a commodity also. Look at, when apple is grown in say, Himachal Pradesh, from the farmers, arbitrator goes to Himachal Pradesh, to Simla or some other place, and he buy apple per kg, say 100 rupees. Simultaneously, sell it in Mumbai or in Bangalore at, say, 105 rupees. So you get a profit of 5 rupees. So this is called an arbitrage transaction. Therefore, the term arbitrage will apply not only for a foreign currency, it can be used for a commodity also. And therefore, this is simultaneous buying and selling. And this happens, and the arbitrator gets a profit because of the temporary price variation in the two markets. Or this is the inefficiency of the market, I can say. And nowadays, in foreign currency, so much variation may not be there because now the telecommunication has been developed in such a way that at any point of time you can contact any other center, maybe in France or in Japan or in Korea, you will be able to know the rate. So much of opportunity is not available nowadays because of the development in telecommunication sector, but still it is happening. So the arbitrage can be a direct arbitrage or a simple arbitrage, or it can be a multiple or a compound arbitrage. If only two centers are involved, it's a direct arbitrage. I've given an example. From New York, a person is buying dollar, a person is buying dollar from New York and selling it in Mumbai. So only two centers are involved. We call it a direct arbitrage. If more than two centers, let us assume from New York, a person buy dollar and sells in Singapore, US dollar, and from Singapore dollar, he gets Singapore dollar and that he sell in India. So here three centers are there. So first center, they convert US dollar into Singapore dollar. Then in Singapore, they take the Singapore dollar. This they take to India and sell it in Mumbai. So three centers are involved. We call it a compound arbitrage. And it's a 3-point or compound arbitrage. So let us give an example to understand the concept of arbitrage. See, on a particular day, the following are the exchange rate prevailing in the three centers. One is New York. First center. The rate is 1 GBP is equal to USD 1.22. Next is Frankfurt in France. 1 USD is equal to Euro 0.9800. And next is 1 GBP is equal to 1.11 Euro in London. So there are three centers. One is New York, another is Frankfurt, another is London. All the three rates are given. An arbitrator, who is an arbitrator? The person who is making money, profit, by doing the arbitrage transaction, simultaneously buying and selling. So what he does, he has 1 million GBP with him. So an arbitrator, a person is having 1 million GBP, and this 1 million GBP he takes to New York. And from there, he convert that GBP into dollar, and the dollar back into euro, and then euro back into GBP. This is the transaction he's making. I'll repeat once again. This person is having GBP, 1 million GBP. So this 1 million GBP, he is converting to dollar. And then from dollar, he convert to euro. So 1 million GBP, how much euro he got? You have given the two rates. Look at these two rates. The first rate, 1 GBP is equal to USD 1.22 means I can write the rate as like this. GBP USD is equal to 1.2200. And the second USD Euro, that means USD Euro is equal to 0.9800. Look at the two rates. Here GBP in terms of dollar, here USD in terms of euro. So the question is, on GBP, how many euro he might have got? That means we want from this two currency pair, we want the rate GBP euro. So from this, can you find the rate of GBP euro? How to get it? To get the rate of GBP euro, you have to apply the cross rate mechanism, which we have discussed in the previous session. What is cross rate mechanism? In cross rate mechanism, there are two situations. Number one, the common currency on the opposite side. Opposite means one in numerator, another in denominator, or one in base currency, another as quoting currency. Here look at the common currency is dollar. Dollar is at opposite side. Because here in the denominator, here in the numerator, or here as the quoting currency, here as the base currency. So what is the rule says? In cross-rate mechanism, if the common currency lies on the opposite side, the rule is multiplication. So from this, if you want this rate, GBP euro, so GBP euro is equal to multiplication 1.2200 into 0.9800. This is the one you are getting. So look, I have done it here. 1.2200 into 0.9800, that is equal to 1.1956. What does this mean? This means first he convert GBP into dollar, then dollar into euro. So he got 1 GBP is equal to 1.1956 euro. So now 1 GBP he got converted to euro. He got how many euro? How much euro? 1.1956 euro. Now he is converting this euro back to GBP. Then only you will be able to know how much profit he got. So now you have to look at this quote. In this quote, what does it say? 1 GBP is equal to 1.11 euro. Now this person is having euro. So from this, how to get 1 euro? 1 GBP is equal to 1.11 euro. What is 1 euro? 1 euro is equal to 1 by 1.11. Am I correct? See, 1 GBP is equal to 1.11 euro. So what is 1 euro in terms of GBP? 1 by. So look, in London, 1 GBP is equal to 1.11 euro, or 1 euro is equal to 1 by 1.11, that is 0.9009 GBP. So this, he started with the GBP, he got euro. Now this euro is converting back to GBP. Therefore, how many GBP he will get for one GBP? He will get 1.1956 into 0.9009. That means he is getting 1.0771 GBP. So he started with 1 GBP, now ends with 1.0771 GBP. So what is his profit? Per GBP, he got 0.0771. So 1 million, this into 1 million. And the answer is, he get a profit of GBP 77,100. Is it clear? I will explain it once again. This person is doing an arbitrage transaction. It is a compound arbitrage. Here 3 centers are involved. One is New York, next is Frankfurt, and third is London. In New York, he converted GBP into dollar and then dollar back to euro. So we have applied the cross rate mechanism and we found 1 GBP is equal to how much euro? 1 GBP is equal to 1.1956 euro. Now he has to convert this euro back to GBP by applying this rate. 1 euro is equal to 0.9009 GBP. Therefore, this 1.1956 euro is equal to how many GBP? You have to multiply these two. So you are getting it as 1.0771 GBP. So he started with 1 GBP, ended with 1.077 GBP. So you get a profit of 0.0771 GBP. That is for 1 GBP, got that much profit. So here 1 million, you have to multiply with 1 million. So his net profit is GBP 77,000.